Welcome everyone, my name is Jacob. Thank you for joining me. Here's the scenario. You're at a trailhead or in a parking lot, or maybe you're in the woods, it's public land, and you run into another hunter, and you're like, you want to get what you want ultimately out of this interaction. How do you do that? So here's what it sounds like. Hey man, how's it going? My name's Jacob. It's a pleasure meeting you. Boy, it's been a fun season so far, eh? Where are you going? And I'll avoid. I'll go somewhere else. Just let me know. You were here. You go where you want to go. Just let me know, and I'll avoid that. And so they tell you, oh, I'm going to hunt this fence line over here, or this ridge, or whatever. And you're like, perfect, perfect. I'll go over this direction, and I'll just stay out of your way. So what does that do? First of all, you're giving them a little bit of a power to choose. You're diffusing the situation, but you find out exactly where they're hunting, and it might actually be a good spot, and now you've sort of confirmed it a little bit. You've also gotten the right to hunt the rest of the woods, where they're actually putting themselves in a box. They're putting themselves in a corner, and they sort of now feel like, well, I sort of have to stay here because I told him that I was going to hunt this fence line or this ridge. And so that's the power of sort of reciprocity, I guess. And if you give something to someone, they feel like they have to give you something back. If I give you this ink pen, or if I give you this flashlight, or whatever gift it may be, they feel like they owe you. And so you've given that person the power to choose first. However, when they do that, again, they're boxing themselves in, and you're getting the rest of the area to hunt. And that's what ultimately I think a lot of us like, is the freedom to cover ground and the freedom to hunt where we want based on the situation. The other piece of this is in negotiations, whoever offers a number first is the loser. If I'm going to buy something and someone says, ask me how much I want to pay for it, my question is actually, what's a fair price to you? What's a fair price? And as soon as they say a number, you can negotiate around that. You can say, well, I noticed this scratch here or this dent here. Would you be willing to take this? Or, well, that's a little higher than I was hoping to pay. It's more cash than I have in my wallet. Would you be willing to accept this? Or, my wife isn't going to allow me to pay that much. Would you accept this? You can negotiate around that number. And it's a little bit like what you're doing here when you're negotiating with somebody in the woods for a particular hunting ground. You're letting them come up with a first number, and then you negotiate around that. So I hope that's helpful. Best of luck this season. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. All the best.